Let us solve this question from the application of differentiation in motion. And it treats that the displacement x, okay, in meter of a particle from a fixed point after time t seconds is given by x equals t raised to 3 minus 7 over 2 t raised to 2 plus 2t minus 5. Now find the time when the particle is momentarily at rest. Hence, find the acceleration of the particle at time t equals 4 seconds. So how do you go about it? Now, let's take note of this momentarily at rest. Now, it implies that the particle is not moving. And if the particle is not moving, it means that the velocity equals what? 0. Okay. And also, let us take note that velocity in itself, in terms of differentiation, is the rate of change of displacement over the change in time. Alright? And for us to find the velocity here, it means we need to differentiate x with respect to t in this equation. So all do we need to do is the x, the t, which means we are differentiating the x with respect to t. And by differentiation, so a short trick, all you just need to do here is take the exponent, okay, make it as a multiplier of the term t. So here we have 3t, then subtract 1 from the exponent. There we have what? 2. Now follow, we apply the same rule here. Now 2 multiplied by 7 all over 2, that will give us what? 7. Then t. Then 2 minus 1, that will give us what? 1. Then plus, here we have t raised to 1. Now 1 times 2, that will give us what? 2. Then 1 minus 1, that will give us what? 0. And then t raised to 0 is 1. Now since this is a constant, it's 0. So to this end, we have this function here. And let's just take note that our velocity equals the s all over the t. And the s is the same as our dx. Okay, and let us take note, momentarily at rest implies that the whole of this must be equal to what? 0, because v will be what? 0. So to this end, we can say this is 3t squared minus 7t plus 2 all equals to what? 0. Because the x all over the t is actually what? Velocity. So all we need to do here now is to factorize the equation. So here, now since the leading coefficient here is 3 and the variable here is t, so let's put 3t and 3t. Now since the product here is positive, okay, it implies that the two numbers in which one we multiply together will definitely be negative and negative, because negative times negative will give us what? Positive. So let us put that here, negative, then negative. Alright, now for us to find our final product here, we have to multiply the leading coefficient, which is 3, times 2, which will give us what? Positive 6. So let us write here positive 6. And our sum is negative what? 7. So what are we going to multiply to give us what? Positive 6, and when we add will give us what? Negative 7. And that should be what? 6, negative 6 and negative 1. So you can put that here, 6 and 1. Now you can see here that we have a common term, which is what? 3. So we can divide through by 3. By dividing through by 3, we end up having that t minus 2. Then here we're left with what? 3t minus 1 all equals what? 0. Since the two term equals 0, it means we are equating the respective term for 0. Say we have t minus 2 equals 0. which also implies that when we add 2 to both sides, we have that t equals 2 seconds. And the next one is 3t minus 1 equals 0. When we add 1 to both sides and divide by the numerical coefficient of t, we end up having that t equals 1 over 3 seconds. So these are the times when the particle is momentarily at rest. So the next one is find the acceleration of the particle. Let us recall that our velocity, which is dx all over dt, is 3x squared minus 7t then plus 2. Okay, now for us to find the acceleration, it means we also need to differentiate this, okay, which implies that our v equals 3t squared then minus 7t then plus 2. And take note that acceleration itself is dv all over what? dt, which implies we will need to differentiate v with respect to t. So we then have that dv all over dt then equals 6t, that is 2 times 3 is 6, then 2 minus 1 will give us what? 1. Then minus here, we have 1 as the exponent to t here. 1 times 7, we have what? 7. And 1 minus 1, that gives us 0. And anything raised to 0 is 1. Now, since here is a constant, it becomes what? 0. So, this is for the acceleration. So, then when, okay, at t equals 4, so it implies that dv over dt as t tends to what? 4 will then be that 6. We plug in the value of t for 4, then minus 7. Now this gives us 24 minus 7. And 24 minus 7 now should give us what? 17 meter per second square. Please don't fail to share this video with other learners. Thank you and bye bye.